Okay, it's Daddy again. Time to read. And this time it's a little long one, but let's see if we can really enjoy this one. It's Aladdin, One True Love. I'm not sure why I'm picking these, but let's go with it. I'm back, yelled the genie. Notify the newspapers. The genie has entered the building. Genie, Jasmine, and Aladdin cried, greeting him with open arms. Even Raja gave a little roar. "How's my favorite couple?" asked the genie as he put down his suitcase. "We've missed you," said Aladdin. "How was your trip around the world?" "It was fabulous," cried the genie. "I saw the pyramids in Egypt, went skiing in Sweden, and worked on my tan in the Caribbean. A nice shade of blue, don't you think? I hit every country. Imagine the frequent flyer miles I've built up. Boy, have I got souvenirs for both of you," the genie continued. A spark flew from his finger, and soon Aladdin and Jasmine were surrounded by gifts from every country the genie had visited. And the genie had a special surprise for Aladdin, all the way from Australia. Do you remember Mommy and Daddy went to Australia? Yeah. A kangaroo. Hey, you know what a kangaroo is. Aladdin gasped. "Oh, genie, you shouldn't have." Here's the kangaroo. "It was my pleasure," said Genie. "No, I mean it. You really shouldn't have," cried Aladdin, as the kangaroo leaped over the palace wall. "I'd better go catch it." "Be careful," yelled the genie. "Kangaroos know how to box." "It's good to have you back," said Jasmine. Then she noticed the genie looked sad. "What's the matter?" she asked. "My trip was great, but I got lonely," he said. "I wish I could find a genie to share my life with." Jasmine put her hand on his shoulder. "I know how that can feel," she said. "I went through a lot of suitors before I found my one special person, Aladdin." Jasmine began to tell the genie her story. "I told my father that I wanted to marry for love," she explained, "but the law stated that I had to marry a prince. No matter what I said, my father wouldn't listen. He summoned every suitor he could find to come to court me." "Sounds like you were pretty popular," the genie said. "Popular? Yes," said Jasmine. "Happy? No." As at first I tried to make the best of the situation. She continued. "I knew my father was counting on me. He ordered tons of beautiful clothes for me. It was fun in the beginning, trying to be one gorgeous outfit after another. The fabrics were incredible, stunning silks and luxurious linens." "You must have looked gorgeous, darling," interrupted the genie. "Just like a princess." "Genie," Jasmine said in a warning tone. "Okay, okay, I'll zip it," he said. Jasmine continued her story. "My father had ordered more than just new outfits, though. In fact, I think he was a little overboard," she giggled. "There were hundreds of headdresses and crowns, bangles and beads. The headdresses came in different styles and were covered with rare jewels. And oh, how the gold jewelry glittered," Jasmine said. But quickly she remembered her frustration. "Soon I realized it didn't matter how many new outfits I had. What mattered was that I wasn't in love with any of the suitors." Someday you will ask Mommy, "Does this story sound familiar?" Hmm, hmm. Just ask that question to Mommy. I digress. Then Jasmine told the genie about her suitors. First there was Prince Aku, or at least is the name Jasmine remembered. "Princess Jasmine," said the princess. "Ah, Chu, it's so Chu. Nice to meet you." "Oh dear," said Jasmine. "Are you all right?" "Yes, yes," said the prince. "Please accept these flowers, Achu." "Thank you," Jasmine replied. "They smell beautiful." "Achu," agreed the prince. Princess, are you wearing perfume, Achu?" "Why, yes, I am," said Jasmine, with her eyes grew wide. "Are you allergic to me?" "Achu, oh no, Princess Jasmine," said the prince. "It's not just you. It seems that I'm allergic to everything in your palace. I must go." So he went back to his motel. The next guy, as the day passed, each suitor seemed worse and worse as one day before, especially Prince Machu. I believe a wife should wait on her husband and be seen and not heard, he said. We'll come back to that. Really, Jasmine replied. Well, I prefer a husband who isn't living in the Stone Age. Okay, touche. Next was Prince Wishy Washy. What do you like to do? Asked Jasmine. Whatever you'd like to do, he replied. What do you like to eat? Whatever you like to eat, Princess. Jasmine had to have some fun. We're having roasted ant pitas with rat hummus for lunch. Delicious, he said. Oh, you know, I just thought of something I have to do. Bye. So he left. I think I missed a page. Let me make sure. I did. Just when Jasmine had lost hope of finding true love, she met Aladdin. He had helped her escape an angry street vendor after she stole an apple to give a hungry child. When she met him a second time, he pretended to be Prince Ali Ababa, and he certainly did not win her over. One night, Prince Ali came to her balcony. I did not want to see you, Jasmine. She was tired of feeling like a prize to be won. You're right, said Prince Ali. You aren't just some prize. You should be free to make your own choice. Soon after, Jasmine discovered that Prince Ali was Aladdin in disguise, and no laws could keep true love from blossoming between them. That's right. You make all the choices you want. Jasmine noticed that the genie was bawling, and that was the sweetest story I'd ever heard. The genie's crying. Jasmine laughed. You can find the same happiness that Aladdin and I share. I just know your special genie is out there somewhere. But what if she isn't? Asked the genie. But what if she is? Said Jasmine. Just then Aladdin showed up with the kangaroo. That kangaroo sure has a strong right punch, holding his sore arm. No time to talk, Al, said the genie, rushing out the door. I've got a genie to find, and not a thing to wear. What's with him? Aladdin asked Genie. He wants to have what we have, said Jasmine. She smiled to Aladdin. True friendship. With minutes, the genie reappeared. He put on a quick fashion show for Jasmine and Aladdin. Did I go for the handsome banker look, or the tuxedo look, or maybe the preppy golf player look, or perhaps the surfer look? Which one do you think works best? You want someone to like you for who you are inside. That's right. That's how Mommy finally realized that she liked Daddy, is what was inside. It was a treasure chest. That's right. Let's not tell her. It's our secret. A light bulb went off above the genie's head. Presto changeo, he shouted, and all the clothes vanished. He stood in front of them, wearing his usual outfit. How do you like my new look? It suits you perfectly, Jasmine said with a smile. How about a ride on the magic carpet, Aladdin, said Jasmine as soon as Genie had left. I'd love it, replied Jasmine. As they flew away from Agrabah, Jasmine snuggled close to Aladdin. Suddenly, in the distance, she saw a blanket and a food set up on the top of a mountain. As they landed, Jasmine exclaimed, Our own private picnic on our own private mountain. Do you like it? asked Aladdin. Of course, said Jasmine. Aladdin, I'm so lucky to have you. Aladdin shook his head. No, I'm the lucky one, he said, giving Jasmine a hug. As they enjoyed their sunset picnic, Jasmine thought about all those suitors she had met. Because of them, she was able to appreciate the gift of true love and friendship that she had finally found with Aladdin. It's been quite a day, said Aladdin, and there's no one I'd rather spend it with than you, Jasmine said. The end. And so one day you will ask Mommy, does this story sound familiar? It's just surreal, as we call it when we grow older. You can tell Mommy, surreal. We can tell you what that means later. Very ironic. Well, that's it for tonight, and it's time to go to bed. It's time to say goodnight and Jesamnan, and give everyone a hug and a kiss. And of course, let's brush our teeth and get those buggies out, and we go into our big girl beds. I love you, Jesamnan. Love you.